Hello everyone. So welcome again to my another video in which again I will be explaining about the exam Azure AZ-204. So we will go one question and the correct answer with explanation, and I will also explain why the other answers are not correct. Okay, so let's proceed. So now the question says, your company's Azure subscription includes an Azure Log Analytics workspace. Your company has 100 on-premises servers that run either Windows Server 2012 R2 or Windows Server 2016 and is linked to the Azure Log Analytics workspace. The Azure Log Analytics workspace is set up to gather performance counters associated with security from these linked servers. You must configure alerts based on the information gathered by Azure Log Analytics workspace. You have to make sure that alert rules allow for dimensions and that alert creation time should be kept to a minimum. Furthermore, a single alert notification must be created when the alert is created and when the alert is resolved. Okay, so it's a pretty much lengthy question. So you need to make use of necessary signal type when creating the alert rules. Okay, so which of the following is the option you should use? So these are the four options you can see: the activity log signal type, the application log signal type, the metric signal type, and the audit log signal type. So let us see which is the correct one. So the correct answer is metric signal type. So why it is correct? Let us analyze. Okay, so what does the scenario includes? Okay, data collected in Azure Log Analytics. Okay, performance counters, numeric time series data, requirement for dimension support, fast alert creation, alert on trigger and resolve. Okay, so these requirements strongly points to what? It points to metrics based alerts. Okay, metrics based alerts. Got it? Okay, now let's move. So what are the key insights here? Dimension supports per server per instance, low latency uh, versus fast evaluations, built-in fire and resolve notification, optimized for numeric data like CPU, memory, security counters. So why metrics fits your scenario? Even though data originates in log analytics, you can use log to metrics conversion or native metrics, right? And also performance counters are time series numeric data. Okay, and the metrics alerts are designed for scalability, that is for 100 plus servers. So I think it is getting clear. So let's see why not the other options. Now see, activity log signal type, that tracks subsystem level events that VM created or deleted, not for performance or security counters. Fine. And application log signal type, not a valid Azure monitor alert signal type. So it is totally irrelevant. And audit log signal type is focused on security and audit events, not suited for performance counters or dimensions. So the final answer will be metric signal type. Fine. So let's analyze step by step. So the step one, we understand the requirement. From the question, it says highlight the important clues. Data source coming from Azure Log Analytics. Fine. Specifically performance counters, that is numeric data. So must support dimensions, for example per server, server 1, server 2, per instance. And you want one alert rule but filtered across multiple resources. So this is a big hint, right? So fast alert creation time. So alert should trigger quickly, low latency, alert and both, trigger when condition is met, resolve when condition goes back to normal. Okay. Now what we will do in the step 2. So in Azure Monitor there are mainly log alerts based on queries. They are slower, so query execution time, limited dimension support, more complex setup. Okay. So why see this matrix alerts is the best fit. Okay. So if these are the requirements, see it is fitting or not. Dimensions, yes, it is fitted. Fast alerts, yes, near to real time. Trigger plus resolve notification, yes. Scalable, yes. 100 plus servers. Now, why metrics are perfect here? Even though data is in log analytics, Azure can convert logs to metrics or use performance counters as metrics. For example, your monitor CPU usage and or security related counters with metrics alerts. You can do alert me if CPU is greater than 80% across all servers, but track per servers. That is the dimension. All right. So now here, why dimension matters? We discussed about the dimension in the last slide. Without dimension, you need 100 alerts rule, one per server. So with dimension, you can create one alert rule. Azure automatically splits by server name or instance name. So here you are having a huge scalability benefit. Fine. So why not the other options? Let us analyze this. Step 5 we'll be doing. So activity logs, again I told you it tracks VM creation, resource deletion, not performance data. Application log, same, I explained last time, not a real Azure alert signal type. Audit log for security events, okay, not numeric counters. Okay, so let's discuss if someone asks the same in the interview, what should you tell? So you should, for your, this is a strong version you can say. So you will say that I would use the metric signal type because it supports dimensional alerting, provides low latency evaluation and allows both fired and resolved notification. This makes it ideal for monitoring performance counters across multiple servers efficiently. So to impress the interviewer, you can say this one. Okay. So what is the final takeaway? So whenever you see in the exam, if dimensions, fast alerts or performance counters and there are many servers involved, you should always think of metric signal type. Okay. So this is the final answer. Okay. So if you see these things, you should go with this. Alright, so that's all for today. Okay, I hope you like my video. So if you like it, please subscribe my channel and like the video and share with your friends who can benefit with it. And if you subscribe it, it makes me motivated to create more videos. Okay, so thank you very much for watching the video. Okay, bye bye.